Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Andrew here, back with Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I'm just looking at the a ride that got dropped off here by a customer. I think he pulled it out of the junkyard, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he did. I got all the stats and numbers on it and stuff. He wants me to restore it to as if it rolled off the showroom floor. No performance parts, no nothing, no paint besides the paint for the body. Yeah, so this could be an updating video later on down the road. But anywho, what we are in today is we are in the American Made series. This is the American Made Garage, as we can call it. This will be episode number 13. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is, no, we're not going to be working on this, the 6th gen Camaro. No, that'll be another day down the road. But what we are working on here is the Roadrunner. 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. Now this bad boy is a 426 Hemi edition. Now we could put in the supercharged V8, we could put all that stuff in, but no, we're going to keep this one fairly original. You know, we're going to add some different coloring to it and stuff like that, make it look a little bit different, you know. But what's everyone been up to? How's everyone been doing? It's been a minute since we've last chit-chatted. Sorry about the lack of communication, we shall say. It's just, you know, I'm trying to get stuff done outside and, you know, trying to restore a truck in the process. So, you know, it's kind of been taking all my time up, unfortunately, and I do apologize for that. But it's life, isn't it? It's what we do. It's what we are, you know. Alright, let's get these U-bolts off now. Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ah, they caught us on that one, did they? But that's all right. We can surpass it. Now this one right here, we're not going to be editing it. What you see here is what exactly on how it's recorded. I'm not editing this one. I want to see the reaction, the feedback from it. Normally I have a different intro. I have this, I have that, but not this time. We're just going to record it and share it. Alright, I think we're done on this side rear. Okay. I'm going to jump on over here. Perfect. Let's see, we got the wheels, we got the motor. I was gonna use the original motor out of this, but I didn't really feel like it. And I figured let's just go and purchase one anyway. You know what I mean? Add this one to the collection for a rainy day for if we ever find a Roadrunner that we want to restore back to original, and it doesn't have the motor in it. Evidently, we got a period correct motor that we can drop right into it. I'm pretty sure the block's actually pretty salvageable on this one. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really dug that deep into it. I won't know really until we get it out and strip it down and build this motor that we're going to be building, and then putting the new motor in place of it. So, and once the new motor's in the car, then what we can do is we can strip this motor down and go from there, you know what I mean? So, it is. We'll figure it out. Alright, now we're going to take out the dust cap. Now we're going to take out the bearing, which is right there. Now we're going to take out the wheel hub. After we get this last third bolt loosened. Just give me a second here, folks. Alright, sorry about that. My little hyena that was starting to cackle, we'll say. So, and when she gets going, holy smokes, man! That's where the whole neighborhood hears her. And it's a good thing, you know, have a little one laughing there, but you know, at the same time, it's okay. You know, you don't need to be over exaggerant on it. You know, I understand certain things are funny, but other things, you know, take it in stride. Take it in stride. You know, not everything's as funny as you think it is. You know what I mean? I've learned that lesson too. Alright, I'm gonna get these bigger bushings out. But it is what it is, you know. Kids will be kids, right? Alright, we got that done, got this done, got this done, got that done. Let's jump on over here to this side. Yeah. Now this one we actually just recently picked up from the junkyard. Got it for pretty reasonable price too. I think we got this one from the junkyard. Let's double check here. Yeah, we got it from the junkyard. You know, we're down a bit of cash on it, but we only spent $5,500 on it, so you know it's a pretty good deal if you ask me. For a 70 Roadrunner with a Hemi, yeah. Especially if all the parts are in pretty decent shape, which I don't think they are. I think they're gonna be pretty rough shape, but whatever, it is what it is. Perfect. Backing plate. Now we're gonna take the upper control arm off on this side. Bust that ball joint free. Perfect. Take out the shock. And take out the sway bar and link bay. And we're going to take out the tie rod. The outer tie rod, that is. Alright, we're going to do that. And we're going to take out the inner one. The inner tie rod, man. Lower control arm, you're next. Always got to have that one bolt that's stuck, right? But that's life, ain't it? Alright, let's get this out. Alright, let's get rid of the steering rack. Let's get rid of the sway bar B. And we've got to fight with these big evolutions. Perfect. Let's get this rear big evolution. There we go. Alright, cross member's ready to drop. Boop. Gone. On to the next. Alright, let's drop this down so we can yank that big, huge motor out. Oh, can't see that yet. Had to do a little bit of figurative out. You know what I mean? And I think we basically got the color nailed down. The car originally came green as a factory color, but I think we're going to change that up a bit. Make it a little bit different. Alright, I think we're ready to yank the motor out. Perfect. Come on, motor. There we go. I only wish it told us what the stats were on this thing, but it doesn't, so. And not all the parts look like they're in good shape. I mean, majority of them are, I guess, by the looks of it, but you know, there's a few of them there that aren't, so. Anywho, let's drop this down. Let's take off the dough, the window. Can I get through here? Thank you. Run around, yank this bumper off. I still got to order the body panels for it. Actually, you know what? I think maybe we'll do that right now. So that way then, hopefully in time, when it comes time to putting said vehicle together, the panels should be here. We can get them and put the car over in the paint booth. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, let's take out the front bumper. Alright, let's see. Alright, now we're going to attack this with a welder for $1,350. Perfect. And come on over here to the computer. We already got the hood, so we don't need to worry about that. Alright, but we need a front bumper, door glass, front fender, right door window, right front fender, rear window, rear bumper, rear taillight, mirror, headlight, left body window A, right body window A. We already got the hood, as I said, so we don't need that. We got the right headlight, mirror, taillight, trunk, and windscreen. Perfect. Hopefully by the time we get here, or by the time we're done with this, putting all the parts on it and such, actually doesn't look too bad. Ooh, I'm getting a crackling in my headset here. Huh. It's kind of weird. Oop, forgot the taillight. Got so excited there, I forgot parts. Alright, I think we're basically done with this for now. Look at that, eh? What a color. Christmas meets Halloween. Alright, actually put this over car lift day, I guess. That'll be the next project. Alright, and here we go. We got ourselves our good old motor here. Now, let's go ahead and start putting this thing together. Alright, I'm gonna put... Oh, did I forget the crank caps? Huh. Alright, well, we'll do some voodoo stuff here. Alright, let's see. It's my inventory of parts, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I just gotta call them up from the warehouse. You know, it costs money for shipping to get them here. But anywho, while we're waiting on that, let's put the coil in. Let's put the distributor in. And then put the rotor. I don't have that either. Huh. Got a fuel filter? Cool. Alright, well, let's get the rotor while we're thinking of it. Hopefully they haven't left the warehouse yet and they can bring us this too at the same time. Alright, where are we going? It's all the way over yonder, right there. Perfect. Alright, I'm going to put in the cam. Perfect. Oil filter. Timing gear. Timing chain. Timing cover. Perfect, just like so. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. Alright, let's put on the crank pulley. Water pump. Water pump or the arms that come off the water pump. Let's put them on. We've got one here. Perfect. And then we got another one right here. Beautiful, man. Alright. Got the alternator. Now we got the power steering pump. Beautiful. Put the water pump pulley on. Alright, let's put on the belts. Who would have ever thunk, eh? Be held up by dang crank caps. And we got the fan. Beautiful, man, beautiful, just like that. Alright, well, I believe our parts are here. Let's go grab them. Alright, let's see here. Alright, no. Oh, wait, what was that? 3. Yeah, okay, these are them. Let's see. Yeah, there they are right here. See, we got them. Perfect. Alright, now let's quickly put this motor together. Alright. Put the crank caps. Perfect. Now we're going to put in the piston rings. With the hammy dome pistons, you know what I mean? Perfect. Got 2 left. And we can rod cap them. And the old pan goes on, you know what I mean? Alright. Now, I don't know per se the firing order on this motor, or I've tried to do everything in the firing order sequence. So, now the small block Chevy they got in here is 1843657 I know that. And then the LS motor is like 1837 or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. I got it written down in the book here. Well, in the book, I got the Haynes manuals for all my vehicles, but just too lazy to look, man. So we're gonna guess it. We're gonna wing it. Hopefully, we get it right. All right, let's put this on. We're gonna put this part right here on. And we're gonna do this one right here. Perfect. All right, we have time to rotate the motor. Remember, the little trick with these is when you start, we're going to do the passenger side first, but when you start putting these things together, make sure you put the spark plugs in first, because those, once you put those push rods in, then they want the rocker arms on. Once you put the rocker arms on, it's a real pain to get to where the spark plugs are. Perfect. Put the manifold on, the header. What a big elephant, you know what I mean? Alright, let's put in the push rods. Perfect. Come on now. There we go. Beautiful. That's where it goes. That's what I want to see. And just like that. Alright, now the rockers. Well, the rocker arm shafts. Perfect. We'll put on the head covers. Try to do it once again, crinkle block, but you know, it doesn't always work out like that, you know what I mean? But since we're here, let's put this together. And we're going to put this on. I'm going to put in the clips. I remember them, but I forgot the crank caps. So, I guess it is what it is, right? Alright, now we're going to put this cylinder head on. And once again, we're going to do the same process. We're going to put the plugs in. Then we're going to put the exhaust manifold on. And then, where you want to put push rods, rockers, and then the top of it. So what's everybody been up to? How's everybody been doing? Hope everyone's having a good day, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you're located on this big globe. Alright, we got 4 push rods, 3, 2, and uno. Right there. Perfect. Well, I decided to jump the gun here a little bit. Instead of I decided to swap the process between the exhaust manifolds and the rocker arms, you know what I mean? Alright, we're just going to do this, you know, put this all on. It's funny, it takes more bolts to hold the head covers on than it does the actual heads. Alright, I'm going to put the exhaust manifold on. The V8 Hemi. Now we're going to put on the old Hemi intake. Alright, and that's where we're going to be staying with this. I think it looks pretty good so far. What you all think? Let me know in the comments, eh? How's it look? Almost looks genuine original, doesn't it? The aluminum intake, aluminum heads. You know, I think it looks pretty good. But anywho, now we're going to go over here. I already got the suspension and the wheels together, so I don't need to worry about that. And would you guys believe it? I think I actually found the proper wheel for the General Lee. If anybody were to build it and they were to actually put, look at that. How close is that wheel? You know, General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard, the 69 Charger. If anybody were to build that car in this, there you go, there's your wheel right there. And that is wheel number rim 279. That's what one it is if you got the rim download pack. But anywho, we have it. I got just about everything for this, minus the other vehicles there that I'm not really interested in. Although I still do got to get the Lotus pack for this. I do. I really, really do. Alright, let's put on our custom shocks. You know, kind of a original. And no, the car's not going to be red. Actually, I think that's the only red thing I got on this car. Pretty sure, anyway. Could be wrong. You know, it won't be the first time I've ever been wrong. Alright. Beautiful. We'll put on the wheel cylinder. The brake shoe. The axle. Now the drum. And we should have put these on first. We gotta put on the little bushings. The little bushings for the rear. Perfect. Alright, now I'm gonna put the wheel on. Right there. That's the wheel. See what it looks like? Ooh, that looks good. I like that. It really does look good on this car. Dang, I even nailed the size right too. Doesn't happen too often, but when I do it, man, it looks good. Alright, jump on over here to the other side. Yeah, we can put that on, I guess. I'm going to put that leaf spring on. I'm putting the little bushing first. Alright, I'm going to put on the other little bushing. Now the leaf spring's held in place, and now the axle has somewhere to rest. I can put on the leaf spring plate. And now we can put on the U-bolts. There we go. And there we go. Yeah, and if y'all noticed, I had another set of E-bolts in there that were white. They were actually from the Nova that we built on American Made Series, episode number 12. I got a few white parts there that I painted, and I guess forgot to put them on the car. I thought we dynoed that car. Maybe not. Maybe I still got to do it. I mean, regardless, I have it in storage. I just left it there, you know, keep it safekeeping. You know what I mean? All right, now I'm gonna put on the middle mufflers. Put this one on too, right there. Just like that. Run up over here. Now we put on the lower cross member. All right, we're gonna reach all the way across our Stretch Armstrong arms. We're gonna put on the bigger bushing on that side, and same thing up here in the front on this side, or on that side, I should say, on the passenger side. All right, now we're gonna do the driver side bigger bushings. Perfect. And got last one right here for the cross member. Now it's held into play. Now we can start putting everything else on. How nice is that, man? Alright. Now I'm going to put on the inner tie rod. Steering knuckle C. Alright, I'm going to put on the outer tie rod. Perfection. And now we're going to put on the upper control arm, which we should have did first to hold it into place. Yeah, okay. There we go. Now these ones I colored this way for this car. Just make it a little bit different. Keep them guessing, you know what I mean? Keep you guys guessing. Is it going to be orange? Is it going to be white? Is it going to be red? What color is it going to be? Oh, pardon me. No, that's right. That's orange. That's not red. That's right, man. That's orange like a pumpkin. Alright, now we're going to put on the wheel hub. Alright, put in the wheel bearing. Alright, I'm going to put on the brake rotor. I decided to go a little fancy on it, you know what I mean? So this is going to have a heavy motor in the front. I mean a really heavy motor. You know, it's going to have, oh, pardon me, there was two. Yeah, that red and that red are the same reds, just so you guys know. Alright, I'll put these wheels on up front here. 215s, 60-15s for the front, and 275, 60-15s for the rear. Alright, I think we're done with that side. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Alright, step on up over here. There we go. Let's put that on. And now we're going to put this on. Put on the outer tie rod now. There we go. Just like that. I screwed up again, man. Forgot to put the control arms on first. Huh. I do do dumb stuff like that, but you know, happens periodically. Alright, now I'm going to put the bottom one up. Ooh, exactly the right amount of bushings. How about that, huh? Isn't that good stuff? I like that. Alright, now we're going to... Alright, now it's time to put the backing plate on. Or dust shield, brake shield. Put on the wheel hub. And the wheel bearing. Center cap. Brake rotor. Brake pad. Caliper. Now the wheel. Alright. How's that looking? Actually, it don't look too bad. It should sit at an angle now. Alright, we're going to pop that up. Come on in here. Start with putting the fuse box in. Alright, how do we want to start this? Let's start right here. Put all these A's in. Wow, there's a lot of A's. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Ew. Oh, crud. Son of a beep. Alright. Let's go like this. And let's see what... Do we have anything else? Ooh, we got one left there. What about these? Dang, I'm running short on everything. Oh no. Alright, now we need to quickly go over here. These I have in storage. Just need one for now. Alright, that's done. Let's put this on. Let's put that on. This in place. That in place. What? What do you mean? Ding! Well, wouldn't you know it? Son of a biscuit, eh? Huh. Alright, well, let's scroll through and see what we find. I mean, I could always rob one off another car, but who really wants to see all that, you know what I mean? There we go. Guess what? We have it. Boom, look at that magic right in our pocket. It's magic. It's magic, man. It's a magic moment. Alright, let's go grab this motor off this engine stand. First things first, we're going to rotate it. And now we're going to take it off. Now we're going to come on over here. I don't know why they call it 100%, because the motor is not 100% complete. Alright. Now that it's in, you know what, we're going to put all the fluids in first. Oh yeah, I got to order the interior yet, too. Oh, that sucks. Good enough for thee, good enough for me. Now, what is it? Bench front, bench rear. Son of a biscuit, eh? I don't know why they put a bench in this darn thing. Alright. Well, it is what it is. Alright, let's order up the benches. Who would have ever thunk? I know I wouldn't have. Alright, bench front, Roadrunner? Probably goes bench Roadrunner. Front and rear. Yep. Front, rear. Now we need a steering wheel. Let's see, back in the 70s, there was a bit of a different option. What do we want to use? I was thinking the charger wheel, but yeah. Then at the same time, I was thinking of the CUDA wheel, but it doesn't really fit any car properly besides the CUDA. So, with that being said, I'm thinking what we are going to use is an oldie but a goodie. This one right here. And we're going to use this one. Wood grain steering wheel. Heck yeah. Alright, well, those are on order. Let's finish putting the rest of the fluid in this. Then I can put the motor back, finish putting the motor together. And then we can bring it over to the paint shop, and hopefully we got our seats and stuff, and we can put all that on. And we got hopefully all of our body panels, we put that on too. And then bring her in for an alignment. Oop. I'm going to take a stab in the dark, and we didn't even align the Nova. If we did, it wouldn't allow us because there's parts missing off suspension. Beautiful. Let's run on over here to the radiator. Put some coolant in it, you know, with the warm Arizona days. Man, it was thirsty. Whew. Look at that darn, man. Alright. Put some windshield washer blue goo in it. Alright, we got brake fluid, we got oil, we got this stuff, we got power steering fluid, and we got coolant. Perfect. Motors together. What did I back out? Now we got to finish putting the motor together. Now the battery's in, now the motor's in, put the battery can go in. Put the front carburetor on first, which we should have put the rear one on first. Or not, I'm not sure. Now we need the base. We need the filter. Now we need the lid. Perfect, just like that. And that looks good. I might change that and make that the color of the car. I'm not sure yet. Alright, now we're gonna move this over to the paint shop. You know, I think we're gonna bring it in from alignment first. Can't do the headlights, but that's okay. That actually looks pretty good. I actually kind of like the stance of it. Back end just up just a bit, just a tad bit higher than the front, which is what we want. Gives it that more performance style, shall we say. What they used to do back in the day, you know? car ain't fast enough to compete with cars in its class, so, you know what I mean? This is, what kind of class is this? Doesn't say. Won't know until after we dyno it. Alright, now we're going to bring this over to the paint shop. Now it's all lined. Alright, let's see. Now we're going to run out and check see if our seats are here. Alright, let's see. Oh! These two crates right here. And this one on top. Nice. I don't know why they put the second crate on top. Oh, wait, I got two of them up here. Alright. Grab that one, put that one over there. Let's grab the other one, put that one over there. Alright. We've got our inventory. Yes, we do. We've got this steering wheel. We got this seat. We got that. And then we got all the body panels too. So we're styling, man. We're ahead of the game. Alright. Now, first things first, before we start getting the car all dirty and put the interior in. Alright, we'll start with the rear seat. Put the front bench in. Now I put the steering wheel in there. Perfect. Except for, let's make sure it looks right in here. Guess what I forgot to do. It's missing something, boss. Oops. Ah, well, live and learn, live and learn. Getting ahead of the game there, you know what I mean? Alright, let's put this door on. Let's put that window in. This window. Can't forget about the mirror. Front fender. Windshield. Put the headlights in. Boom. Boom. Let's put the front bumper on. We even got a license plate for it too. Okay. Sure. Meep meep. Why do we call it that? Everybody thinks it says beep beep, but it's not. If you actually watch the old Roadrunner and Coyote cartoons, and you listen to the Roadrunner, he actually meep meep, and then runs away. And then clobbers the Coyote at the Coyote's expense. So, it's always a good time. Always a good time. Alright, we got everything. Put it all together. Everything's on. It would look like it to me. Alright, now we are going to be going. I'm going to spray it all black first. That's kind of like a primer base. Make it all nice and smooth. I'm going to run on over here. I'm going to go to this. Come on over here. And we'll go. What? Huh. Okay. Perfect. Spraying her down. Beautiful. Looks good. Nice and shiny. Nice and smooth. Alright, but before we bring this back to car lift bay, and bring it back over to the test path, we're going to align the headlights. I mean, come on. Doesn't that look good? I think it looks good. I really do think so. Alright, let's run on over here. Run this up. Up. And slide it to the left. Let's jump on over here to the right headlight. Let's do the same process. Jump on up. And slide it to the left. A little bit more. Perfect. Man, I actually like the look of this. Alright, now we're going to bring this back over to car lift B. And now that we're in here, I'm going to run on over here. And bring this over. As you know me, I always got to tint the windows, completely changed, in my opinion, completely changed the look of the car. Normally for the better. And now we're going to put this back. And then we are going to put this up in the air. So I put the old train ignition in. Alright. Perfection, man. Oh, we've got the throat bearing. Alright. Now put this on. Perfect. Put the starter in. Alright. Let's put the drive shaft in. Right there. I think a little bit off there because there's bolt holes right there for it. Yep. Instead they're right up here. Oh no. It would be broken. Alright, this car should be sitting at 100, no? Parts, what are we missing? Sway bar and link B. What one are we missing? Not that one. Must be this side then. I thought we put this side in. Well, I guess we know what happened to that thought, huh? Now it's at 100? Perfect. Car is completely at 100%. Alright, now what we're going to do, we're going to bring it over here to the dyno. Since we already aligned the headlights, we already aligned the suspension. Let's put it on the dyno. I mean, man, that looks good, doesn't it? I think it does. We didn't really spend all that much money on it either. Alright, now we're going to bump this all the way up to... We're not going to go too crazy with it. We're only going to go 373s. It's an 8th mile racer right now. And then we can, you know, kind of mess with this a little bit here. 1.2. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep 1.2 there. Alright, that didn't work out. Ooh, we have 1.6. Hey man, how do I get that 1.6 back? 1.8. Hey, that'd be even better too. But we'll take the 2.4. Alright, now let's run on over here. Jump over here to start. Are you sure you wish to proceed with that? Nah, I think I was just bluffing. Alright, factory power is supposed to be 4.25 horsepower at 4,800 RPM and 490 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. Let's just see how much we've actually increased it by, shall we? Alright, the new power numbers are as follows. 776 horsepower at 4,800 RPM, or an increase of 351 horsepower, 83%, and 884 pounds of torque at 4,000 RPM, which is an increase of 395 foot-pounds, or 81%. Our new drag ratings actually went up from, I'm pretty sure it starts off as a C, but we bumped it up to a B with 395, so it may actually be competitive, to be honest. And we put some slicks on the back of this, it's going to bump it all the way up to Class A, and then we won't stand a chance, no matter what. So for me to do that, I'd have to completely change the gear set, have to change all those numbers, make it all road-worthy. But overall, I believe it's done. Let me know in the comments, tell me what y'all think. You think I did a good job? You think I could have improved on different things? Do you like the color? Let me know what you think. But anywho, alright everyone, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we shall catch you all on the very next episode. Bye everyone.